excited watching this because these guys are so great. Their show is a mix of music and comedy, lots of color. Speaking of color, it's actually mostly the color blue, because of the Blue Men Group are here. We're thrilled to have some of the members here with us today. Thanks so much for coming here. So I wanted to introduce you to these guys. We have Shane Andrews right here, and then Russell Rinker and Chris Smith. Thanks, gentlemen, for being here today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I kind of said at the top of the show, like, you haven't lived unless you've seen Blue Man Group, and part of me is very serious. What a great show. It's something that anyone can enjoy if you're 2 or if you're 102.
Absolutely.
Talk about some of the things that you guys do in the show for people who have never seen them, and we're going to roll some video too, so you can kind of get an idea.
Well, we think of it as an experience, not just a show, you know, and it has comedy and music and technology and social commentary, and it'll get you dancing and it'll make you think. It's got a little bit of everything. It's unique. It's very original and creative. And
Driven by great music too.
Great music, yeah.
Do you guys have anything to do with selecting, like, some of the stuff that you guys do here? As you mentioned, technology and throwing marshmallows, and then you guys, I remember one time I was in the audience and you were having everyone participate by stringing toilet paper through and through the crowd. And do you guys have anything to do with what happens, or let's try this out, or let's not try that, that didn't work, let's do something else?
Sure. The show is kind of, you know, it's an outline, but we have certain points that we're going to hit, but how we get from A to B differs from night to night depending on the audience and what's going on, so you really never know what to expect.
And really, I think what's so special about the show is that the audience is such a center part of it. You know, for those who've never seen Blue Men before, we don't speak. Where these, as you can see, these.
We were concerned knowing you were coming in because I'm like, they don't talk. That's going to be a tough interview.
We have hair too.
You do?
Which most people are thrown off by. Everyone thinks we're bald.
Right, but the cool part about how since the audience is such a part of it, we'll go up there and literally what's going on in the crowd that night can totally direct what's going to happen in the show.
We have a lot of people that come to see the show multiple times, so for people who haven't seen it, it's something, you know, brand new and this kind of spectacle they didn't expect. But we have a lot of people that come to the show again and again, and I think that's what brings them back, is that the audience plays. They're almost like if the 3 Blue Men are the 3 characters and you say the band is maybe the 4th character, because they play a role in the show, the audience is almost like the 5th character. You know, they bring just as much to us as we bring to them, and it makes the show different because we have so much audience participation, and you never know what's going to happen. So every show is completely different because of that element.
And I have to say, I've seen you guys several times in all different places in the country, and it's always different. So you see so much. And the music, I've had to buy the CDs because that sticks with you. It's unique, funky music that's so original. All right, I have to ask you before you leave, how long does it take you to be blue? How long does the bluing take?
About an hour, you know, not too long. We have a great team, and it's just, you know, latex ball cap and makeup and costume elements and stuff. We have a great team that helps us.
We did see that fondue earlier, though. It might be nice to maybe use that crock pot and get some blue in there. It might be a faster process.
There you go, you guys. Yeah, you know.
Hold on to a toothpick.
Right. I remember reading years ago that it's quite a process for them to select you guys, to audition to become a Blue Man Group. I mean, it's pretty intense, isn't it?
Yeah, you go, I had my audition in LA, then they flew me out to New York for the callback, and after that you're thrown right into training, and you do training for 8 weeks in you know, a simulated stage kind of rehearsal space. But you're doing these unconventional things that nobody knows how to do, like throw marshmallows, you know, 20 feet across the stage and catch them in your mouth. Nobody knows how to do that stuff, so you find yourself, it's kind of this weird moment where you're like, what am I doing? I'm trying to stuff 20 marshmallows in my mouth, and my buddies, you know, at this time, you know, was just out of college, and so I still had some friends. I would just call them and be like, I can't imagine what I'm doing right now. I'm catching marshmallows, and he's like studying for a.
But I saw that show and I loved it. But I tell my kids, don't do that. Don't ever do that. You let the Blue Man guys do it. We want to tell you that Blue Man Group, they are going to be at PlayhouseSquare through February 17th. Head to fox8.com, click on Morning Show tab for the show times and ticket information. And this would be a wonderful thing to take for Valentine's Day. Take your Valentine. It's fun.
Absolutely.
It's a fun show. Guys, thanks for being here with us.
Thanks for having us.
The boot camp for Blue Man, I'll never forget that now. 8 weeks of intense training.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Join us next time.
I'd love to. I'd love to. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks.